News just coming in. TV presenter, celebrity chef and Emmy-winning host Anthony Bourdain has passed away at the age of 61. Reports say he committed suicide. He was in France working on an upcoming episode of his award-winning CNN series Parts Unknown. Joining me live on the program is my colleague Aisha Sindhu. Aisha, this is come as a shock as culinary bad boy, as he was called, is no more.
Absolutely, Jessica. This has come as a major shock. Now, Anthony Bourdain, in addition to being a chef, is really speaking a television star. He was a celebrity. The show that you mentioned, of course, that he was shooting while he was in France is called Parts Unknown. It became sort of a cult phenomenon with a number of people who were both interested in travel, in adventure, in food, all tuning in to watch Anthony Bourdain. He was a celebrity in his own right. In fact, many of his shows, some even shot in India, explored not just aspects of the art of creating food, but really went into the anthropology of food, the impact culturally speaking, and the history of the way cuisines have developed over time. Additionally, he was in the news recently as well. I mean, his girlfriend was one of the most outspoken critics of Harvey Weinstein. She was one of the people who called out Weinstein in the Me Too movement. Very recently at the Cannes Film Festival, she had spoken up saying that this festival was the hunting ground for people like Harvey Weinstein. So Anthony Bourdain also using the opportunity to really come out in support of his girlfriend, and more power to her is what he had said quite famously in her decision to call out people like Weinstein. So his death, of course, has come as a huge shock to a number of people. Visuals on your screen just go to show the kind of areas that this man ended up shooting in. He was a superstar for a lot of people who enjoyed watching television for what it's about, about storytelling, about visceral storytelling, where it wasn't just about components like camera work, but really speaking the story behind food and what ends up happening culturally speaking when people get together and eat together.
Aisha, in fact, Bourdain will be remembered as a celebrated chef who would ask people to cultivate that taste in traditional food. Tell us about his legacy a little. Of course, it's a sad time, but let us remember him for the work he did.
Right, Jessica. I mean, his legacy, of course, is something that is going to live on for a long, long time. He has been considered one of the foremost voices on food. He's also been controversial in his choices. There was this one particular episode when there was a lot of conversation about gun laws in the United States, for instance, and he decided to make his way down to one of the southern states. He picked up a gun and started shooting on a ranch to figure out what the fuss was all about. And this, remember, was part of his food show. It wasn't just about one particular aspect of a culture. He looked at food. He saw how guns were utilized even to get game for a certain family's dinners in southern states of the United States, and brought a different aspect, a different perspective to the way people approached the whole concept of food. So definitely that is going to be part of his legacy going forward, Jessica. But all in all, a big loss today, not just for the television fraternity, but also for people who enjoyed good storytelling.
Absolutely. A really sad moment both for the fans and the family grieving there. May he rest in peace. Thank you, Aisha Sindhu, for joining us on the program.